Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, back here at the Texas High School Coaches Association and Convention. And I'm here with my favorite head coach in the state of Texas of my Everman Bulldogs, Coach Michael Boone. Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, it's always a pleasure to talk a little Bulldog football. And I thought, first off, we'll start with first year, last year, your first year as a head coach. I felt like, obviously, season. There's only one team that really ends the season happy and wins the state championship. But I thought overall, when you take a step back, a successful first year for us as a program, going 9-3 overall. Obviously you evaluate yourself and you evaluate things that happen, but overall, were you pretty pleased with the performances in the seniors and how they bought in? Yeah,
it was overall a positive season, just like you said. You take if I look at it just as it ended, never going to be happy if it ends that way. But from the things we did and the buy-in and the way we established, what we want to be our culture going forward, I'm really, really proud of what those guys did, what those seniors did. And that was the toughest group, because they only had those 8 months with me. It's all they had to really figure me out, kind of get to trust what I was doing, trust all the changes, and they did. They bought in and kind of led the rest of the group. So,
and obviously, Everman, we've been successful. We've had great runs and great years and state championships in the past. How did you find that balance of, these things have worked, so we're going to keep doing that, but also, putting your own spin and making it your program? And how did you find that balance, or did it take you a few weeks and a few games to find that balance?
No, I jumped straight in. I really did.
You're a feet first kind of guy, right?
I am a feet first kind of guy. I honestly, man, you pray about it. You do what's right for kids, and I think that as long as whatever you're doing it with kids first in mind, then it always works itself out, and people around you will see it too, that it's kids first in mind, and that was the case. That's what I talked to about the coaching staff, and the biggest thing was we were just willing to push them a whole lot more, push a whole lot harder, and again, they bought into it. They accepted the tough love, and we had some positive results.
And I think kids are kids, right? It doesn't matter that it's 2023 or when I was in school in 1998. I think kids want to know that you care about them as people, want to know that you love, and that they'll take the tough love if they know that there's love, that you love them, right? And so I feel like that's just kids being kids, right?
Yeah, that's our job. Our job is to hold out. Our job is to really, yes, we're going to be sharp on the X's and O's, and we're going to coach them up. But when they know that you're trying to build them up as a person, that you're really focused on who they are and what they are and where they can go, and you free them up to actually dream. You talk to them about dreaming big and making things that they kind of maybe heard about or read about, or I like to tell them, think about that time when you're by yourself and that person you wished you could be but never thought you could be. When you give them permission to try to strive to be that person, then all the other things happen, man. You get from them what you expect.
And then when you do have to jump on them, that turns into a positive experience because they can learn from it instead of a negative experience, right? Because they're kids and they're going to mess up. You got to jump on them occasionally, right?
Yep, 90-10 rule. I try to teach the kids that 90-10. 90% of our interactions need to be positive, because there are some times when I'm going to have to tell you what you don't want to hear, and I'm going to have to say it in a way that you're not necessarily ready for me to say it. And if 90% of the time that we're around each other, it's always positive, it's always love, it's always encouragement, then that moment where you've made a mistake and I've got to address it doesn't seem personal. Yeah. We can address the deed and not the person, because that, myself, and not only myself, but everybody on the coaching staff, cares about the person, but we're not going to accept less than what you're capable of. And, again, our motto is, we're looking for excellence. We're expecting excellence. We're going to respect Everman. And so that's we're going to hold you to it.
Looking at the summer and the off season, I feel like it was a successful summer and off season. Made the state 7-on-7 tournament for the first time ever, and I thought the kids now. Is that something you feel like you can carry some momentum into? Practice starts here in a couple of weeks. July 31st is the first day of practice. Do you feel like that positive momentum can carry over into the season?
Yeah, the opportunity for the 7-on-7 and the Lineman Challenge.
Oh yeah, Lineman went to Abilene State, Hardin-Simmons State Challenge as well. Yeah, can't forget about those guys.
Right, for sure. What that does for me as a coach is allows me to just see the guys' personalities. And then, we lost some real firepower in the receiver corps, so there's some young guys being able to go to state 7-on-7 tournament and be around, the best in the state, and the pressure won't be any higher than that, so giving those guys a chance to make plays, make catches, defensive guys to make calls in those situations where, it's on them to make the calls, and we can just sit back and watch it, that definitely is going to translate because they got experience that they don't have to wait until August to get.
All those reps are they can be quality reps, right? Reps are reps, right?
Yeah, right.
When you look at 2023 in the season, you mentioned the receiving core is going to be a little young. What are some areas that there's some experience back coming in areas that you feel will be strengths for the ball club heading into the season?
Well, other than the receiving core, we're pretty much coming back. Our quarterback's coming back for third season as a starter. And again, it's so nice. It's really a luxury to have a guy you can let do so much. I'm really excited about our running back situation. Is real good. Brooks is going to be pretty special there. Our offensive line
makes you feel old. I went to school with Brooks' dad. Makes you feel old.
Yeah. But the offensive line, we lost one senior in the program last year. So the offensive line will be back and be solid. Both defensive ends are coming back. We got to replace, a big-time guy at the defensive tackle position.
Yeah, he's a great player, yeah.
I'm really excited. We've got some young guys that, just have a motor, and have a desire to be, kind of the best at it, and they've shown it all summer long. They've been here every day, worked hard all summer long, put in some work. So really excited. Secondary-wise, those guys are all pretty much all returning. In the
a lot of experience there, yeah.
So we're excited. We have a great schedule. It's going to be really
It's a tough district, yeah. I mean, it's a very competitive. Is that one of those things where and the kids know the district is talented and a lot of good football, a lot of good coaches in the district, but is it one of those things where we got to focus on us? We can't really worry about everybody else. We got to take care of our business and let kind of the chips fall where they may?
That's the mindset no matter what. I mean, I guess if we felt like we were not in a competitive district, I would expect that would still be the mindset. It's moment by moment, day by day, week by week. It's really about us and what we do. Understanding that, there's 11 guys on the other side of the field and they're trying to do something to stop what you do. So we want to understand what they're trying to do, play recognition, that kind of thing. But it really is about us. It's about our executing on the level we want to execute. Again, putting in the work, and really we've done that part. So it's reaping the reward of the work. If I told the guys, ask yourself, if you only win the games you earn, and you never lose a game that you wasn't supposed to lose, how will your season go? And so and you just got to live with that.
Yeah.
If you've worked hard enough and you earn it, you deserve it. Won't be any shocker. It wasn't any shocker last year when we walked off the field victorious. It won't be a shocker this year as well.
Well, Coach, we'll let you get to it. It's a busy time here at coaching school. Season's about to start, so we appreciate it. And I know I'm not supposed to say this, but let's go Bulldogs in 2023.
For sure.
Thanks,
man.
Coach.